Hi there, I'm Dean Mercado.
And I'm Bill Bayless, and we are from Online Marketing Muscle. And today we're going to give you another segment from our Put Your Website to Work series.
This one we titled, Get Your Website on Page 1 of Google. And we're going to call this Part 1 because I have a feeling we're going to want to revisit this because there's so many different tactics and strategies you can apply to this. So we're going to give you a real doozy today.
And people think that that's impossible.
Right.
They think they need SEO secrets and all these things, but there are some simple tips that we're going to share with you that you can make that happen.
Right. There are certain things that just work all the time. This is not about tricking Google or any other search engine. This is not about doing something that's, not such a good above the level kind of a thing.
Hat world.
Certain things that just make sense. And the big thing here that we're going to talk about is what we call the comment circle. The comment circle, and why you should have your own. So essentially all this is about is if you have a WordPress type website, some sort of a content management website, which you should. If you don't, you really need to be rethinking your whole website approach as it is.
Why is that, Dean? Why should they reconsider that?
Well, Google and the other search engines just seem to treat content management system based websites better, and WordPress seems to be one of their favorites.
It's true.
So it's right out of the gate, a WordPress website seems to work better. Right? It's like anything else. If we go somewhere and we see that something's always the same, at some point we don't need to go back there anymore. We know what we're going to see. But with a content management site, Google just anticipates, and other search engines anticipate, that you're going to be changing up the content. You're going to be adding stuff to your blog. So that being said, this concept of a comment circle is huge. It's hugely powerful and so simple to do. Here's the deal. We want you to get maybe 5 of your friends together, right? So maybe there's 5, 6 of you in the group. And what you do is you commit to each other that you're going to comment on one another's blog posts every single week. So let's say there were 5 of you total in the group, all right? And you put a blog post up. Your 4 friends would get right up there and put a comment on your blog. And then you would go ahead and respond to their comment. So the idea is you start seeding your blog post with some comments, with engagement. And that's the big word we want you to understand, right? You got to create engagement. That's what the search engines are looking for.
And what you're doing with your blog is you're getting people to raise their hand, like in class, and then all of a sudden they're making comments, and the next visitor comes by, feels comfortable to leave a blog saying that I don't want to be the first.
Right, no one wants to be that first commenter. So if you're seeding, you're getting your blog seeded, and there's nothing wrong or below level with this kind of a tactic. It's just, you know what? You're getting your friends engaged in your content,
Just
and that's good.
Solid networking. That's
Absolutely,
the way I look at it.
absolutely. You're helping one another and helping the performance of your website. And when Google comes and looks and sees that you have 5 comments, 10 comments, 20 comments on every single blog you're putting up there, all of a sudden they're starting to say, wait a minute, this must be a pretty important website. Let's rank this one a little bit better. There seems to be activity here.
And since you have that comment circle, some tricks that you might want to use is leave open-ended questions, so you could come back in and answer a question that's left for you there.
Absolutely. It's all about engagement. And the search engines are using that concept of engagement as a gauge to figure out and determine whether or not your website is worthy of page 1. Very simple. And it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, when you think about it? It's not about the SEO guys of the world being able to trick anything anymore. There's no tricking things with stuff like that. If your website stinks and doesn't get engagement, it stinks and doesn't get engagement. There's not much else we could say about that. But you can start the process and move it in the right direction. Now, here's one little extra tip I want to add to that, if I may.
Okay.
The more relevant the people who are commenting on your blog are to the topic at hand. So let's say if you're in a specific industry, let's say you're in the residential cleaning industry, right? If you have 4 of your friends who are also in the residential cleaning industry commenting on your blog, that's good for you because Google sees that relevant blogs are all linking to one another now. That creates a net of power for all of you involved. Also, take it from the local business standpoint. If you're a local business and Google sees, wow, they've got 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 50 other local businesses commenting on their stuff. In that case, it doesn't have to be relevant to the industry. It's relevant geographically. Think about that. Pretty powerful stuff. So, your task, right? Bill, give them an action item. What do you want them to do?
I want you to go out there, find even find one other person that's willing to comment on each other, on your blog, comment on each other's blog, and go out there and just start doing it.
Simple action item. If I were you, I'd take Bill up on that. We'll check in again real soon, right? We got more stuff coming, so this is a good one. This is a real good one. Take this one on. Take it serious. This can have a huge impact. You know, why pay an SEO guy? We get paid to do SEO, and we're telling you this. Why pay to get SEO work when you could do something simple and see what this does for you first? All right? For myself, Dean Mercado, Bill Bayless, thanks for listening. We'll talk to you real soon. Take care.